All eyes are now on the U.S. Federal Reserve as newly appointed Chairman Kevin Warsh prepares to lead his first policy meeting. Here's a look at the challenges facing the new Fed chief and why the upcoming meeting could set the tone for U.S. monetary policy in the months ahead. Take a look.
Just 3 weeks into the job, Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh is facing one of the most consequential moments of his tenure. While the Fed is widely expected to keep interest rates unchanged, the focus is firmly on what comes next. Inflation has accelerated to 4.2%, its highest level in more than 3 years. Investors, economists and policymakers will closely watch Warsh's first post-meeting press conference for clues on whether the central bank is prepared to resume its fight against inflation with tighter monetary policy.
So for Kevin Warsh, this is a very tough time to be coming in as a new Fed chair. I don't envy him at all. I think the conditions that we had at the beginning of the year when he was nominated they're gone. It's an entirely different world today. And so he's coming in as a Fed chair now who has a rapidly increasing rate of inflation, also a job market that seems to be improving. And so the balance of risks has shifted from trying to sort of ensure the economy is going to keep running to now a concern whether it's overheating, whether inflation rates are rising too fast, and that consumers are expecting them to keep rising.
The backdrop for Warsh's debut is increasingly challenging. Markets have rapidly shifted from expecting rate cuts to pricing in possible rate hikes by the end of the year. 2-year Treasury yields have moved above 4%, exceeding the Fed's current policy rate, while long-term bond yields recently touched their highest levels since 2007. Fed policymakers are also showing signs of division, with several officials warning that persistent inflation may require higher borrowing costs. Traders currently see a significant chance of at least one rate increase before the year end. Beyond the economic challenges, Warsh must also navigate questions about the Federal Reserve's independence. President Donald Trump has repeatedly called for lower interest rates and has publicly opposed any move towards rate hikes.
Look, I have a very talented guy. I leave it up to Kevin. But I've always said, and I've said it for years, when you have a country that's doing well, the market should go up. The market should, and the reason they go down is if it's doing well, people say, no, we have to stop inflation. And it doesn't mean inflation. In fact, it could be just the opposite. Remember that we saved $600 million every point.
A former Fed governor known for his hawkish stance during the financial crisis, Warsh has more recently argued that artificial intelligence could help reduce inflation over time. With little public guidance from him since taking office, investors are looking for the first clear indication of how he intends to steer US monetary policy in the months ahead. Business Bureau WION, World is One.